So for Bowdrill fire, you have a few components. You're going to have a bow. Here's a bow, a nicer bow that I made that I'm working on that's oak. This one is just alder, super simple. You find a notch on the top here. This is just paracord string. You want it slightly arched here, and you'll just kind of make it tight enough that when you wrap your thumb in, it just barely can't go in. So that's that. Of course, you'll need your trusty knife. You'll need a baseboard, which is just a piece of cedar, works great, or pine, or anything that's softer than your spindle, which is this one. This should have a rounded bottom, kind of like this, and it should be semi-straight, and maybe, I don't know, a hand as long as your hand, and the top should be nice and pointed, so that you get the least friction on the top. Then you'll have your handhold, which that pointy part is going to go in here. So you want the most friction on the bottom, least on the top. Then of course you're going to have the little chip that catches your coal. So I just use a piece of bark or a leaf. In your baseboard, you're going to start a little hole like this with your knife, and then cut a V like so, like you see in these two that have been used already, into here, into halfway into your hole. So I'm just going to do that. Then put this little chip or leaf under that V. Technique is really important. So your left foot goes here, your left hand is going to go against your shin to hold this top. You grab your bow in your right hand, and you're going to put your spindle in, twist it once. It's nice and tight. You can adjust that depending on if you really can't get it in, you want to just be able to barely get it in, and then you have to hold it for it to stay in there. Put your spindle in that hole on the top with the sharp end up, and it goes in like that. And now, of course, you need a really good tinder bundle. So I have bigger stuff on the outside than cedar bark here, and you could even do crushed up like rabbit's foot or crushed up meal fat like in the middle and the inside. So now you'll just start, you want your weight on this foot and this knee, and then really strong here, and just start cranking back and forth, and it should make some noise. And just stay strong and go slow, and you'll start to get some smoke. And you can slowly speed up as you get more confident and put more downward pressure with your left hand. Here we go, it's starting to smoke. And you want to keep going for quite a while after it starts smoking, because you want to make sure there's a coal. And it came out now. I think we have a coal in there. So now you kind of will knock your baseboard a little bit. And you have time, you'll see it smoking here. You see it's smoking. And that's the coal. You see it's kind of red. Now we're going to very carefully transfer that to that centermost fine piece of our tinder bundle. And just very slowly, you have time, a lot of people go too fast. Close in like a bird's nest. And now we're going to blow it to life. And you have fire. Boom, and you build a teepee around that.